Get yourself a fun drink and sit back while I answer all of your assumptions about me. Hi everyone and welcome to Sugar Spice Nice. My name is Shweta and in this video I'm going to be answering all of your assumptions about me. What do you think about me? What do you assume? I asked you guys to put it all down in the community section, and this is finally where I sit down and tell you if you are right or wrong. So without further ado, let's just straight get started. Okay, so the order that I'm sticking to is last to first, and we have an assumption from Roshni BH who says you are able to socialize easily but you are actually an introverted extrovert. You let people know only what you want them to know. That is spot on. That is absolutely correct. And I think the reason for that is I've had so many different bunches of friends. Like, I've been a person who always compartmentalized my friends. Like, these are college friends. Even within college friends, there are junior college friends, there are degree college friends, then there are different work colleagues. So I don't like to pass on all of my personal information in all the circles. There are a bunch of friends who I'm like really thick with, and I think they are like my super old friends. With them I'm more open and able to share stuff, but I can't like share personal information with everybody. Okay, the next one is a hilarious one. It's from Trupti R, and she says your husband is actually a Bollywood celebrity and that's why you don't show his pics. No, that is absolutely wrong. My husband is not a Bollywood celebrity. He is a private person. I respect his privacy. I have made this clarification a million times earlier on my channel, and here it is once again for you. My husband is a private person. He does not appreciate being clicked or being on social media in any form. So I do respect his privacy and don't force him to come in my videos. So Lagna Biswas says, well, I assumed you were a Taurian, but you turned out to be a Gemini. I'm still processing that. So let me tell you this, I'm actually a cusp. My birthday falls on 21st of May, which is literally in between Taurus and Gemini, and I just feel like I am the worst of both. I am bullheaded and I am a bit stubborn, and I also can't really make up my mind. So there you go. Next one is by Chaitra, and she says you were so much intelligent in college and school compared to your friends and siblings. No, I used to always think that I'm the dumb one. I was a pretty quiet, very average kid in school. College, no, I don't think I ever thought that I was more intelligent. Next one is from Deepak B, and he says the birthmark on the right side of your nose indicates that you have high persuasive prowess with family, spouse, friends, vendors, etc. You can make them come around to your point of view with ease and without ruffling their feathers. Is my assumption correct? No, it's not. I don't think I have like a very high level of persuasive power with vendors, so no. Like, there have been so many times when I've been bargaining for something and the person is like, nahi, humko nahi dena hai ye price mein, and I'm like, theek hai, humko bhi nahi lena hai jo aap price bol rahe ho, and that guy is like, okay, theek hai, go. And I have like walked out of there without really buying the thing. So my bargaining skills aren't the best. My persuasion skills aren't like the best, but yeah, if I believe in something, I'll be able to sell it to you. If I don't, then no. Without ruffling their feathers, I don't think that's correct at all, because I think I've burned many a bridge when I've tried to like push my point across and the other person has like been like outrightly rejecting it. So that assumption is absolutely not true. Sai Karthik has 3 assumptions. One is, I think that I'm Gujarati. Reason, more emphasis on Sindhi food. So I didn't quite understand that. You think I'm a Gujarati or a Sindhi? I don't know. Second assumption is that I'm rich. Reason, eats food at super luxurious restaurants and always on travel. Maybe not now, but pre-COVID. And third is OCD. Reason, I don't know about others, but I've never seen a person's bedroom to be that neat and elegant. So let's go first with the assumption of me being rich. Rich is a subjective concept. What may be rich for me may be poor for you. And I don't know, I think during this COVID time I've realized that if you are healthy, if you have a roof on top of your head, if you have food to eat, if you're able to like, you know, get access to basic things, then you are, I don't know about rich, but you are pretty wealthy. I don't think I've ever been rich. I don't think I've ever had like money to like throw or burn. I may be traveling a lot, I may be going to a lot of restaurants, but those are all content costs for me. I run a business this channel is my business, and I do have a tab of the amount of expense that I'm making per video and the amount of returns that I get per video. So I don't think rich is the right justification for that. And answering the next assumption that I'm OCD. I don't think I'm OCD, at least I don't think so. I think my husband's opinion might differ, but if you're judging me by the neatness of my room, then let me just show you what my room looks like right now. So this is my hair wrap that has been here for I think at least 2 days now. I haven't picked it up. I see it every time, but I forget about it for whatever reason. This is the filming mess. This is my makeup pouch, and it is absolutely all over the place. This is some equipment stuff. That side table over there is pretty screwed up. There are clothes lying everywhere. These brushes have been drying here for at least a week, but they haven't gone back. So yeah, that is the mess that my room is in right now. It's not neat and clean most of the time, but yeah, I hope to have it neat and clean at least like 20% of the time. That itself is such a calming activity. Next one is from Rock. It says, you are a foodie but also diet conscious. If you mean health conscious, I would say yes. As I'm growing older, I'm realizing the value of healthy food. 10 years ago, I would have probably been eating all of my 3 meals outside, and nothing would have ever happened to me. My body would have been like perfect. But now if I eat like one super duper heavy meal from outside, I have to like watch my food for like the next 2 to 3 days, because as you grow older, you can't really handle it. And also I realized that it's not all good. Like everything that's tasty may not be good for your body. So yeah, I think I'm becoming more and more health conscious. Amrita Varshini says, you lead a very peaceful life. No, I don't. I don't lead a peaceful life at all. As a person, I like peace. Like I crave a peaceful like evening or like a nice quiet calm morning. But when I'm not able to do that, it creates friction inside me. So if I can't do that due to excess work, if I can't do that due to sometimes laziness or procrastination, then I don't feel very good about it. So I don't think I lead a very, very peaceful life. I'm trying, but I'm not there yet. Himani Jain says, आपके husband आपको कभी वीडियो में join क्यों नहीं करते? कभी उनको भी लाओ वीडियोस में. I want to see you both together. Sorry, but you can't. Radhe Krishna says, where are you from? I think Maharashtra is your native. Don't know, but just tukka. But love you from Gujarat. Thank you. And yeah, I am born and brought up in Mumbai. मी मुंबईची मुलगी आहे. That's how माझी मराठी थोडी कच्ची पक्की है, but I can speak little bit. MC Akshay Iyer says, you're so kind-hearted and honest as well. Thank you. And all the very best to you for the upcoming endeavors. Thank you so much. PTM Telecom says, I assumed you to be a reserved person, but you seem very social and lovable. Thank you. I am a reserved person. I think I kind of answered it earlier, where I am more introverted than extroverted. So I am reserved. I do socialize. Like I don't have a problem in that department, but don't expect me to open my heart out and like put all of my secrets out there in front. I don't think I'm an open book. Krishna Khupchandani says, hi Shweta, please make a vlog in Sindhi. We would really love to watch it. I've got like a few requests for this. So let me know if you guys want me to like vlog my entire day in Sindhi or something. I think it would be fun, but I don't know if you guys would want to watch it. I'll try and put subtitles in that video, or at least I'll try and explain what I'm saying. But in case you'd like to watch, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Arpita Patnaik says, I assume that you have a flawless skin. May this assumption be true. Okay, so here I'm coming like really close to the camera, and I don't have any like artificial light on. I'm sitting in front of my window. I do have a little bit of makeup. I don't think I have flawless skin. Like I have patches, I have a few fine lines, I do break out. So not flawless in the exact sense, but I think I take like really good care of my skin. I have been like into skincare, and I've actually had a skincare routine ever since I was a teenager. Even when skincare and beauty routines were not a thing, I had one. And that's how obsessed I am with skincare. On most days, no matter how tired I am, I will make it a point to like wash my face, cleanse, and like put on all of my moisturizers and stuff in the night. So flawless skin, okay, I don't know flawless or not, because actually even definition of flawless is different, right, for different people. But I think I have decent skin. Kaiser Bilimoria says you can understand English, Sindhi, Hindi, Marathi and Gujarati, and you can also speak them all. English, yes. Hindi, yes. Sindhi, yes. Gujarati, somewhat. Marathi, somewhat. Moody Girl says, I assume that you are a pet lover. By the way, lots of love and support. Yes, I also realized this pretty late about myself that I am a pet lover. I think puppies and dogs, I just have a very, very soft spot for them. A very close friend of mine got a pet, and since then, like, my affinity for pets is kind of started, and actually that made me realize it. Would I ever get a pet? I'd be lying if I say I haven't thought about it, but I realize that it's a lot of responsibility, and which is why I haven't yet done it. But I think maybe I do want a pet. But yeah, your assumption is right. I am a pet lover. Okay, this one is from S. Your life is yours completely. It depends on you how much you want to open up. So I'm okay, whatever you're sharing. Just a wish, want to see your wedding pic only if you are comfortable with it, dear, because we all love you so much. I always think how pretty you are. Thank you. And I think I have shared my wedding pic a couple of times before. Urvi says that you earn a good amount through YouTube and you can afford going to 5 stars for staycation. So yes, I do earn my living, and a pretty decent one, through YouTube. And the way I earn is via YouTube ads, the ads that you see in my videos, and I also work with brands for placements and sponsored videos. The income is pretty decent. It's not like how much I used to make when I was working full time, because I was like 9 years of work experience and I was at a pretty senior post. But the income is good to sustain me and my lifestyle. And the thing about affording staycations, so I don't know if you realize that or no, but let me just tell you this. I don't remember the last time I went for a hotel stay, a vacation even, and didn't film. So I have had every trip, whether it was my trip, my husband's work trip, or whatever it was, I have filmed like most part of that trip. And the fact about staycations, a lot of time I'm using staycations to film content, and it's not really that much of a break for me as much as it is a need to put out something different on my channel. So yeah, for me staycations come with a cost, and I have to see how much, how soon and how well I can recover from that cost. Sakshi says, I think you own a Skoda Superb. No, that is incorrect. I don't own a Skoda Superb. I used to drive a Skoda Laura that belonged to my husband, and currently I don't own any car, but fingers crossed that is going to be changing very, very soon. Saheli says, I don't assume anything. What you show us in your videos is good enough for me. I always get good vibes, refreshment whenever I watch your videos. Thank you. Your smiling face, reaction while eating something after drinking your favorite drinks like tea, sugarcane juice makes me smile. Now I want sugarcane juice. That's enough for me. I can't use coconut oil for oil pulling because I get a cold after using that. So please suggest me another oil which I can use for oil pulling. Keep making videos. Love you a lot. Love you even more, and thank you for all the kind words. And something that you can try for oil pulling is maybe sesame oil. The kind of oil that you're supposed to be using for oil pulling is determined by your dosha. So I am not the right person for that, but talk to an Ayurveda person and they might be able to help you out. I had to go and make myself a bit of a drink because I was just like craving something to drink after listening about sugarcane juice, and this is just Tang orange that I'm having. Disha Garg says, you enjoy making food which is healthy as well as tasty, and you love to have sambar, pav bhaji, poha as I do. Yes, true. Palak Upadhyay says, your age is between 28 to 30. No, that's false. I'm 34. Khushbu says, your native place is Maharashtra or Gujarat. Mumbai. Mamta says, I assume that since you have Gujarati influence in your food, you eat less garlic. So when I was not married and I was living with my parents, over there we don't really use onion and garlic in our cooking. It's because we follow Srinathji and we are Vaishnavs. If any of you understands that, will know that they don't eat onion and garlic in their cooking. But outside and when I cook, I do use it as and when need be. The next two assumptions or questions are about my husband. Nishant says, where is your husband? Please show them. I have one husband, not multiple. And Jalare Irfan Arab says, hey Shweta, I know that you're married and you had love marriage, but I just want to see a picture of you and your husband together. Please, I know he doesn't like it, but please just once. No, sorry about that reaction, but boundaries. Okay, next is from Ankita Patil. There are many here. First one is, you are the one to place order in a restaurant each time you visit with your friends or family or husband. Yes, but sometimes I let other people choose for me when I can't decide, and that ends up happening very, very often. You have dreams about food often. I was gonna ask you whether you have dreams about food, but converted into an assumption, lol. Not that often actually. No, I don't have dreams that often about food. When you visit a restaurant, you also check what others are having so that you can try something new. Yes, every time I'm like always looking around to see what the table next to me is having, and I have to do it like so discreetly, because otherwise they'll be like, why is this girl staring at my food? Your phone has more photos of food than yours. I think it's a tough competition. If I look at my phone right now, it's equal number of pictures of me and food. Like there are a lot of selfies, and then there's like a lot of food. Next is from Mohammad Raza Alwani. He says, I assume that you're not addicted to your smartphone and you use it only to the extent which is required. That assumption is wrong. I am crazily addicted to my smartphone. There are times when I've been like, okay, no more scrolling Instagram today, no more browsing today, but I just haven't been able to like control myself or put a filter on it. I think I need to like do some extreme measures, but I really am addicted to my phone. I have this like incessant urge to sit and check it, or just like sit with it and do something on it. And yeah, I need to do something about it. Shubham Gupta says, show your husband's face at once, please. No, please. Urvi says, you don't want your husband to come in front of the camera. I don't want. It's not like I don't want. I think I clarified this before also. He doesn't like it, and I don't think I'm anybody to make that choice for him. If he would agree to do vlogs with me, sure, that would be fun, and that would be like a different genre of content. But it's not like I don't want it. Darshita Joshi says, you are Marathi. No, I'm not a Maharashtrian. I'm a Sindhi. Srinadhika Nair says, you are a mom. No, I'm not a mom yet. Okay, the next assumption is, you have a son but you never show him. Oh my god, no. That is absolutely incorrect. I don't have any kids. Sri Rupa says, you don't cook Bengali cuisine much. Yeah, that is true, because I don't know too much about Bengali food. I haven't really indulged too much in it. But I think I should. The one thing that I love from Bengali cuisine are singharas, a different version of samosas if you will, and they're very tasty, and of course luchis. The next few ones are just repetitive, where they're saying I'm rich or I have a kid. So yeah, those were all of the assumptions that you guys had about me. I'm glad that I sat down and clarified so many of these, and hopefully you got to know me a little bit better. And yeah, that's really it for this video. If you want more such chatty videos, then make sure you leave topics or suggestions in the comments box below. And yeah, that is it from me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.